Devotion in Sanskrit is known as bhakti. It is the emotion of showing unconditional love towards God. By this, our faith in God develops and it leads to knowledge. So showing unconditional love towards God is very important. And there are different stages of bhakti. The scale for measuring bhakti is a sacrifice. How much we sacrifice for that unconditional love. For example, when we show unconditional love towards our children, then our priorities will change. The priority for the children will come first, and our priorities, our personal needs and our worldly activities will take a backstage. Just like that, when we show unconditional love towards God, then our priorities in life will change. We ignore the worldly desires and we have second priority for the worldly life. We completely show our emotion of love towards God. And the sacrifice must come automatically. It should not be compelled. One should not compel anyone to leave the worldly desires because the mind has to evolve and it has to go through several stages. So the level or the stages of bhakti is measured by how much we sacrifice for that love. Some people completely devote their time for God and completely ignore worldly life. Some people, they have balance of both these. And some people devote more time for worldly life and they worship God also. And Bhagavad Gita explains these different stages of bhakti very clearly. It explains about two types of bhaktas, that is the devotees. That is, they are the Nishkama Bhakta and the Sakama Bhaktas. Nishkama Bhaktas means they do not have any worldly desire. Just like the example for perfect Nishkama Bhakta was Bhakta Meera. She was an ardent devotee of God. She completely spent her energy and time towards showing that unconditional love towards God. So the entire time she devoted towards bhakti, that is towards the worship of God. So these type of people, they have very pure mentality and they have perfect knowledge about God. So they do not have any particular worldly desires. They just love God the entire time. This is known as they are known as the Nishkama Bhakta, and this bhakti is known as the Nishkama Bhakti, that is the bhakti without any desires, worldly desires. The second type of bhaktas, the devotees, are the Sakama Bhaktas. They have worldly desires. Some people worship God when they are in misery, when they are suffering. They just want the divine help to bring them out of that suffering or that misery. So they need help and they do not have capacity to bear this pain alone. So they worship God in that time. And they have condition for that. They worship God out of helpless nature. And the other type of people, they worship God when they want some material gains. They need wealth or status, position or progeny or whatever the worldly desires. They may have different worldly desires and they worship God at that time and they get the result also. And the third type of Sakama Bhaktas are, they just worship God out of curiosity. They want to know God. They travel to different pilgrimage centers. They visit temples, holy places, Himalayas, everywhere just out of curiosity. They want to know God out of curiosity. They may not have any particular worldly desire, but they worship God out of curiosity. And the other type of people, or the last or the fourth type of people, are they have suffered enough in life. They have seen positives and negatives, experienced both of them in life. So enough of them, enough for all that. And so they completely devote their time towards God. They want to understand God. They want to worship Him by understanding Him. And they are very close to the Nishkama Bhaktas, that is the Bhaktas without any worldly desires. They are very close to them. So these are the two types of Bhaktas, that is the Nishkama Bhaktas without any particular worldly desires, and the Sakama Bhakta with worldly desires. These are the two types of devotees that worship God. When we worship a form, and when we concentrate our energy towards a form, then it is known as the Saguna Bhakti, that is worshipping a form. When we concentrate our energy to understand the non-dual universal principle Brahman, then it is known as the Nirguna Bhakti. So, devotion or bhakti is very important. You may be at any level or any stage of bhakti, but we gradually improve from that level to the next higher level, and we ultimately reach the highest level, that is the Nirguna Bhakti. Thank you for watching.